I know how you guys have been feeling lately. You get tired of gear reviews, don't you?
Every year about this time I get the question, which camera should I buy?
So today I want to talk about storytelling, which is the most important element in photography or any other arts like film, music or whatever. And there's one quite important Japanese philosophy I want to talk about for fellow storytellers. Isogaba Maware. Isogaba means if you're in a hurry, Maware means you should take a detour. Then Isogaba Maware means if you're in a hurry, you should take a detour. In English expression, it would be haste makes waste. The nuance is a little bit different though. Let's talk a little bit about the history of this philosophy. It came from a haiku of a Japanese poet, Socho, in the Muromachi period, which is from 1336 to 1573. 物の負の矢橋の船は早けれど急がば回れ瀬田の長橋 The literal translation would be, for the samurai, even though Yabashi ship is faster, let's take a detour and cross Seta Bridge. Let me cover the context. There's Biwako Lake, which is the biggest lake in Japan. In Shiga Prefecture, which is next to Kyoto. To get to Kyoto, it's faster to cross the lake by the ship, but this route is way more dangerous at that time. Then it's better to take a land route and cross Seta Bridge, even though it takes more time. Then now, Isogaba Maware is used in a meaning of if you want to achieve something, sometimes it's better to take some time. You can interpret this expression in your way. There's some room to digest it. For me to apply it to storytelling, I take it in a meaning of nothing is a waste. There are several important factors when it comes to storytelling through photography, film, music, or any other arts. Among talent, aesthetic sense, linguistic ability, and various other elements, I believe the most important one is life experience. The experience I refer to here is not necessarily the fancy and unbearable kind. It can be as small and mundane as anything. It's less about objectively gorgeous experiences, and more about how you subjectively interpolate and embrace them, even the smallest things, and how you apply those things into your art. I believe this directly connects to the spirit of Isogaba Maware. Even when you feel like you are taking detours and wasting time, those moments often unexpectedly contribute to the art you want to express. Conversely, even if you efficiently learn techniques from online information in the fastest way, it may not truly benefit you and could end up being a real waste of time. However, I don't think even that is entirely a waste. This is especially important in street photography, an area I'm deeply involved in. Of course, the type of camera, the techniques you use are so important. But the most crucial aspect is understanding what makes you interested in your everyday mundane life, and expressing that as a story in a single frame on the street, where is a junction of various people's lives. This ability is not something you can gain by information you learn efficiently and quickly, but something that you build up thin layer by thin layer like a crepe through taking detours. In that sense, my layers are also quite still thin. This is something I consider very important. But lately, I think information is overly skewed towards gear and techniques. There's one living Japanese legend who embodies this philosophy. That is former professional baseball player Ichiro Suzuki. In his 28-year career in professional baseball in Japan and the United States, he set many records and became a pioneer among Japanese Major League Baseball players. And he is quite famous not only for his records, but also for his highly philosophical statements in interviews and approach to the game. He often speaks of the philosophical approach derived from Isogaba Maware.
頭でっかちになる傾向はあるでしょう、今の時代は確かに。
でも最短でいける可能性もあるじゃない。下手したら
無理だと思います。無理だと思います。全くミスなしで、間違いなしでそこにたどり着く。つけないんですけど、ついたと、しても深みは出ないですよ。やっぱり遠回りすることってすごい大事ですよ。だから僕なんか無駄なことって結局無駄じゃないっていう考え方がすごい大好きで、だから合理的な考え方ってすごく嫌いです。遠回りすることは一番近道だと、信じてやってますけどね、今も。
Although he's an athlete, I believe this can be directly applied to the world of art. Particularly, what impressed me the most was his statement. Even though baseball is said to be all about the numbers, he claims that numbers alone are meaningless without depth, and this depth can only come from taking detours. When we apply this notion of depth to art, where depth is everything, it resonates even more directly. Depth is quite vague and subjective, but when it comes to storytelling, depth is a range that can amaze and attract people. It's something every artist craves, and it's not something you can gain right away, no matter how much you want. You can only get from a long detour. Even if you are currently experiencing tough and difficult times, embracing the spirit of Isogaba Maware might ease your mind a bit, thinking that it is only fodder for the deep story you will tell in the future. If you can believe that everything is just a part of journey and ultimately connects to something, perhaps your artistic activities, and by extension your life, you will feel a bit lighter. So, thank you for watching this video. If you like it, please subscribe this channel. See you later.